I mean, I think a lot of people take antidepressants because there's certainly a chemical imbalance in their brain. Yeah. But the argument is, where does the chemical imbalance come? For some people, it's certainly natural and it's just something they're born with. But for others, it might just be your brain has been fed so much shit because you have a shit life. Yeah. And your brain is just constantly getting negative input. Horrible people in your life, horrible friendships, horrible relationships, mundane, boring jobs, you live in a bad neighborhood, and all this negative eventually wears on the way your mind works, and your mind produces less happy chemicals and more depressing chemicals. And then a pill comes along and you fix it with a pill. Well, I think that those negative feelings, the terrible feeling, is supposed to motivate you to get out of that. It's like when a bad thing happens and you get in an argument with someone and you say something you shouldn't have said, and the next day it fucking totally fucks with your head. You wake up and like, oh, why did I say that? I fucking feel like a piece of shit. Like I got drunk and I got mean, or or whatever happened. And you that bad feeling is so that you learn from that experience. You realize that you created negative energy. You realize you created a bad situation that could be avoided, and you learn from it. You don't like the results, so you learn from it. A lot of people are not learning from the negative results of their life.
Why do you think that is? I mean,
it's easy. It's easy to just keep going on the same path. Once there's a groove, and you can just stay on that groove and stay in that path, it's way easier than just stopping and starting a new groove and trying to cut a new path. I think all change for people is very difficult, but I also think that all change is very stimulating. It's like, one of the things about moving to Colorado for me was I really enjoyed the fact that all of a sudden I was in this totally new state. I didn't know anybody there, didn't have any friends, and I had to make all these new connections, and your brain starts working in different ways. Where I think if you're in the same place all the time, the same neighborhood, dealing with the same people in the same scenarios, same job, same car, I think that puts your mind is not stimulated. Human beings need stimulation. We are set up and we are hardwired for a bunch of very specific tasks: hunting, gathering food, having sex, dealing with social issues. And when you don't have any new input coming in at all, I think it can really fuck with you. I think it really shuts your brain down. I think it stops any sort of movement you've got going on.
Well, I mean, you touched on the idea that it's simple, and now again, everything's pretty much been real simple. I don't have to go kill an animal, dress it, and all that fun stuff. I go to a store, I go to a place, and they cook it for me. I don't have to cook my food anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to do shit. And just order it, and you go, "Why does it take so long?"
Yeah,
it's hilarious. You order a steak, and why does it take so long?
Then you go to France, and you're like, "Why is this taking so long?"
I mean, it's really ridiculous if you think about it, how much effort is involved in making a steak. And to you
oh yeah,
you don't just have to fucking have a farm. You have to get an animal. You have to feed it.
You have to breed them.
Yeah, you have to breed it. You have to feed it. You have to get it to a certain age. Then you have to kill it. Then you have to fucking cut it up. You have to saw the meat. And then you have to start a fire. And then you have to grill the steak. And then you can eat it. But, we've cut all